So I made a little bit more progress in the shop today. Just setting up one of my templates to route out the cavity around the control and the switch to be able to put the black covers on them on the back. When I first started building, or at least a while ago, a buddy at work, we were talking about guitar building, and he asked me, when are you gonna start building guitars? And I told him, building these templates is building guitars, because as you'll see as you go through there, each one of these templates basically completely determines, how good the guitar comes out. And so I decided it was worth the time to basically make a template for every step instead of trying to use one template to do it all. So you see on the workbench there's at least 3 templates all to the shape of the body sitting there. But man, it sure makes it easy when you're doing stuff like this, when you can just toss a template on. And in this case, I just clamp it down, and then I had the router set up to route 3 millimeters deep after the template, and it's basically just going to route out the spot for the plates on the back of the guitar here. But good templates, I found, obviously you need an accurate template, but also having templates for each of the processes, making dedicated templates for a bunch of the tasks makes it a lot easier than using one master template and trying to use that for everything. This is one job that I can't stand as far as the dust goes. There's no getting around it. When you route from the top like this, as opposed to using a router table, it just shoots dust everywhere. And I've got my mask on. I've got a vacuum hooked up to the router. I've got dust collection going above me. But no matter how good you take care, when you're routing from the top like this, it just throws wood chips and dust everywhere. So I like the routing, but boy, this is one messy job. Another advantage you'll notice of the templates I use, every template I make, I put it within the shape of the entire guitar body. So in this case, even though I'm only routing the little area behind the control cavity and the switch, I make it to the shape of the entire body. That way it fits perfectly on the blanks right now. And so it's a hell of a lot easier to line up than having like just a template of a square that I gotta put over the control cavity and make sure it's centered and make it all straight. If you do the template to the shape of the entire guitar and make all your templates that way, you just need to slide them on, and they fit exactly because of the shape of the guitar. They really only fit one way, so they're kind of not self-leveling, but adjusting, so they're exactly in the right spot. Here's the lefty, obviously switch the other direction. Just flip the template over, make sure it's smooth on all the edges, and then route it, and it's good to go. So the next step, now that the mahogany bodies are routed, you got the control cavities in the back routed out. You got that long, thin cavity for the wiring to go. The next step is to glue on the tops. So what you'll see here, the first thing I do, I got a heater on my workbench, even though it's 80 degrees outside. I'm using hide glue, and hide glue, heated up to 145 degrees. But the thing about hide glue, as soon as it touches the wood or whatever it is you're gluing, it starts cooling down and immediately starts to gel. So you only got about 15 or 20 seconds of work time with the glue. So by heating up the wood, it keeps the glue a little warmer and then gives you a little bit more working time to glue the top on. So I'm heating the top up in front of the heater, and then I'm going to put it on. You can see the hide glue in that heating up in that mason jar. It's inside of a wax heater just to get the temperature up. I get all my clamps ready, all my screws, everything I'm going to need, because once I get the glue on, I want to put the top down quickly before the glue starts to gel, just to make sure that everything sets up. So I'll just paint it on everywhere. And then I have a couple alignment screw holes I already put in there, so that way I can screw the holes right in, and then I know that the top is aligned. Then I can take a little bit more time putting my clamps on, because I know the top is in the right spot and it's not gonna move or slide around on me. So one of the advantages of using hide glue I'm going to show you here is that it makes what they call a seamless joint. Normally, just about every type of glue, wood glue, if you put in there, it's going to leave a thin layer of glue between each piece of wood. But hide glue actually goes into the pore of the woods. And the way it crystallizes, it still allows wood touching wood. And so it makes the most secure bond of wood against wood, and makes it, perfect for basically taking two pieces of wood and making them move as one, like for a musical instrument. So when the glue dries, it's basically like a single piece of wood, and so that's why everybody prefers hide glue in instrument making, is because the hide glue dries crystal hard, and it makes the two pieces